guys, welcome to the webinar. Hopefully you can hear us talking here. So yeah, we're going to make a start now. So yeah, we're going to cover Sennheiser headsets today. We're going to cover a bit about what the headset ranges are. Talk about the benefits of becoming like a Sennheiser partner. And yeah, my name is Matthew Heaney from ProVu Communications. I'm with Andy from Sennheiser.
Hello.
So yeah, let's make a start. So I'm gonna hand over to Andy for you now.
Okay, so hi guys. Sorry, my name's Andy. I'm Channel Sales Manager at Sennheiser. I'll be running this webinar today. I just want to run through a quick agenda with you guys. So we'll be looking at the Sennheiser brand and why you should be considering Sennheiser as either if you currently sell Sennheiser, sorry, or are looking to become a new Sennheiser reseller. We'll look at user needs and ways of working and how the marketplace is changing. We'll take a look at some of our products, of course, and then how to become a partner, any essentials, and I said we'd have a Q&A session at the end, but if you want to pop questions into the question box throughout the webinar, then feel free. So, brand, first things first. Some of you may have heard of Sennheiser before, some of you may have not. Sennheiser actually come from the pro audio world. So as you can see here, we have the likes of Ed Sheeran, Drake, Adele. They're all users of Sennheiser Pro audio microphones, and they use them both live and in the studio. We also do things like lapel mics, gooseneck mics, and high-end pro audio products for TV, stage, theatres, auditoriums as well. So that picture on the bottom left there is actually from the West End production of The Bodyguard. And that's a lot of where our brand comes from. It's that high-end pro audio product, and things that we develop on that stage filter down into our contact centre and office products, which we'll be talking about today. So our positioning in the market is that we're very much a premium brand. We have premium products. We strive for audio excellence, both on the speakers built into the headsets or our speakerphone products, but also the microphones too. And we like to use premium materials and give good build quality in the products as well. I'm not sure how many of you have actually got hands-on with a Sennheiser product before, but they're quite robust, they feel nice in the hand, have a nice weight to them, etc. We're a unified global brand. There's not many countries that you can't find a Sennheiser product in. And we have A-list end users, as we just previously discussed, but also mission critical applications as well. So if any of you are watching the new series of 999 What's Your Emergency on Channel 4, which started on Monday with Northamptonshire Police, they actually use Sennheiser headsets in their contact centres or in their emergency services call centres, should I say. Due to the quality of the product and a few other key features there as well, which we'll go through a bit later. We also strive for a premium customer experience. We like to get engaged with end users, whether that's going to end user meets, trade shows and expos, etc. And we have a sales excellence program as well, such as doing webinars like this, a bit of online training every now and again, coming out to meet you guys, sending out samples to customers and things like that. And then we strive for premium customer service as well. So our warranties are generally 2 to 3 years, depending on the product and what range they're in. We like to be quick and convenient with replacing a product as well, because there's nothing more annoying than putting in a warranty claim and waiting forever for a product to come through. And we have a great after-sales service with our technical support, etc. too. Now, a lot of people think that due to being Sennheiser and a premium product, there's always a connotation of Sennheiser being expensive, but especially in this day and age, we like to offer all of that at a competitive price, which is in range with the rest of the market. So moving on to why you guys should be looking at and selling a Sennheiser. You should take on Sennheiser because businesses around the world are demanding more, and yours is no exception to that. By taking on the range of Sennheiser contact center and office headsets, it's an opportunity for you to put new products in front of your existing customers and an opportunity to attract new customers, and above all else, create a new revenue stream. New revenue streams mean more margin for yourself, and you can increase the margin that your business makes by upselling and attaching Sennheiser headsets to your existing products, whether they be VoIP handsets, unified communication licenses, or any other opportunities that you may have to attach a Sennheiser headset. So it's more opportunity for you guys, and ultimately more margin as well. Looking at different user needs and ways of working, the modern workplace is moving on from traditional office-based environments to flexible or agile working policies. I myself, I'm never in the office. I'm up in ProVu's office today, which is probably 100 miles from home, something like that. Tomorrow I'll be working from home. Earlier this week I was up in Leeds. Next week I'm actually out in Hamburg on a sales training course for Sennheiser. Traditional office products such as a desk phone or a desk-based PC, we can't carry them around anymore, and they're not fit for purpose for users in the modern workplace, whether they're out of office or any business with an agile working policy. New ways of working and the devices to support agile working are ever improving and changing, and Sennheiser headsets allow businesses to keep up with this rate of change. So looking at some facts and figures, workplaces are changing. I'm sure you've seen that more organisations are adapting open offices. There's less of the traditional office cubicle these days. The number of conference rooms are falling, so a big room with 20 seats around a table and a starfish-shaped, I've lost the word, sorry on that, a starfish-shaped sort of Polycom unit. We're seeing less of them, but we're seeing more smaller huddle rooms. So we need devices to fit into those rather than an expensive device. And the actual square meter that an employee has to work in now is down to 14 square meters. It used to be around 17 square meters, and I think about 10 years ago it was around 21 square meters. Work styles are changing as well. So by 2022, probably 42% of the workforce will be mobile, and in 5 years, 35% of the workforce will need to access office networks remotely. And in 5 years, the use of collaboration tools will triple. We'll all probably be doing more webinars and speaking from remote locations to groups of people and working together. And devices need to accommodate different activities and purposes. So due to the rate of change, recent studies have shown that 99% of office workers are distracted at work or in the environment they're working in. So whether that's they're working in a Costa Coffee and there's background noise behind them from other customers who are in there and the baristas clanging away on the machines, whether they're in someone else's open office, I don't know, it might be someone's birthday, whether they've stopped at a service station and need to jump on a conference call and there's noise in the background. If they're at home and they've got a washing machine going on in the background and maybe a pet whining, such as a dog or something like that. Because of this, 51% of workers struggle to hear or be heard when they're on the phone, and up to 48% of people lose the ability to focus at work, which is a massive thing these days because of the noise. You know, your productivity can fall through the floor. So we've now actually got 3 new product lines to help combat this. We recently did a brand survey at the end of 2018, and there's probably 2 key things. I hope you can see my pointer on the screen, but on the bottom left there, we've got user work style, which shows that around 60% of people are working at a desk, but 40% of people are working away from a desk, whether that's in an office or out of an office. To the right of that, we've also can see that over 60% of users actually use a headset daily. So there is a market there for headsets to be sold to your end users. So based off this brand survey, we identified that there's 3 work styles and needs, which we've got as category A, category B, and category C. The category A work style requires the perfect communication experience. The category B work style requires audio tools to be versatile and adaptable at all times. And then the category C work style requires a seamless collaboration experience. Now, not everybody falls into one of these work styles. You may straddle all 3 or a couple of them, depending on your needs. So that's why we have quite a vast product range available, where one device might fit someone, or somebody may need a couple of devices So having a look at our ranges, we have the impact, when talk matters, the adapt range, which allows you to work your way, and the expand range for seamless collaboration. And it's very much a user-driven product portfolio. So our impact range is our talk-centric use case. And we find that as professionals who spend many hours a day talking on the phone or at or around the desk. So anyone who's in a contact center or an office, for the majority, for 90, 95, even 100% of their work life. And it's very much driven by a call experience and a customer experience as well. You know, they can't miss a word, it's mission critical, etc. And they need call quality, but also call handling as well. So the products in this range can manage calls from various sources and are probably some of our most high quality headsets. So that's our impact range. Our adapt range, as we said, is for our flexible workers. So these professionals working both in and outside of the office from various locations. And that's very much driven by employee productivity, but also adapting to the environment around them too. And they need a versatile audio tool with the ability to help them focus, but also communicate. And then finally, our expand range is our collaborative use case. So professionals working together across various different locations, virtual team collaboration, and it's making collaboration easy. I think you'll probably all agree that the rise of things like Uber, Deliveroo, Just Eat in the modern world is because it makes ordering a takeaway or ordering a cab easy. And the products in the expand range really want to make setting up a webinar, setting up a conference call as easy as possible. So taking a look at the products and ranges. So we'll take a look at our impact, our talk-centric range first. So the facts around about the usage of audio solutions where communication experience is essential, you know, as we can see, 72% of people use a headset daily, and 40% of those use a headset for more than 4 hours a day. So these products are built to be comfortable, they're built to be easy to use, they're built to have a great communication experience. And I mean, the top value drivers of talk-centric work is that sound quality, comfort, microphone clarity, and ease of use are some of those important criteria. If an end user has a headset where the microphone doesn't pick up their voice properly, it's uncomfortable, or sound is bad during a call, the adoption of that headset will fall through the floor, and it's a bad investment. So it's always good to use a premium product to combat those. So looking at the impact range, there are a series of premium audio tools for people in dynamic office spaces spending a long amount of time on the phone. Every model in the range is designed to be comfortable. Typically, this will be something we'll want for 8-9 hours a day and to work flawlessly with different devices and systems, whether it's just connected to one device or multiple devices. So looking at the range. So again, once again, I hope you can see my pointer. So we have our SDW, which is our latest range of flagship headsets. They're actually a device which come in mono and stereo with up to 3 different wearing styles, depending on product looked at. And these devices can actually connect to 3 different sources. So they can connect to desk phone, soft phone, or unified communications client, but also a mobile phone with the use of the Bluetooth dongle, which is available on some models as well. It's actually set up already for super wideband audio, one that's supported by telephony and unified telephony systems, and unified communications experiences. And the headset itself can reproduce a frequency range of 20 Hertz up to 20,000 kilohertz, which is about the same as your average human's hearing as well. So it's a great product for somebody who may be sat at a desk, they need to do an hour of admin, they can stream some media to it from either their PC or a mobile device, but also call handle as well. Some killer features about this product are that if the headset runs out of battery, you can actually get it up to about 50% charge within 30 minutes. It's also one of the most secure headsets available on the market as well, because to connect the headset to the base station, so it's actually, sorry, I should have explained this earlier, it's actually a decked headset. So the range on it is about 180 meters. And you actually have to dock the headset on the base station for it to connect. Some other products available on the market are over-the-air connections, which is vulnerable to hacking. So moving on from there, we have our DW range and our D10 range to our left and right here. They're both decked products as well. Slightly more cost effective than the SDW range. So our DW range can connect to soft phone and desk phone, depending on the product bought, or you can have one or the other. And our D10 range is either soft phone only or desk phone only. So that's our decked range. Moving on to our Bluetooth range, we've got our NB Pro, and they're very much built towards office users. The device can actually connect to mobile phone and is shipped with a dongle to connect to your laptop or desktop to use with a UC client. And then the three products at the bottom there are our Culture, Circle and Sentry range. And they're all available in either USB or easy disconnect products. So you can either choose to connect to a laptop or desktop, or depending on which desk phones your customers use, they're also available with a free cable as well. So moving on to our Adapt range. So flexible workers, up to 40% of them need to be able to talk on the phone whilst walking around, and 34% of them use their headset as a concentration device. So put a headset on, listen to music, block out sound around them. And 50% of people who would class themselves as flexible workers actually use their own private headset. Now, by private headset, we mean something like Apple earbuds that they use, or if they've gone out and bought a device themselves. The problem with the private headset is that a lot of these devices aren't actually a premium product. I'm sure you've all probably used an earbuds that come with your mobile phone before, and I can agree, whilst they might sound good, the microphone pickup isn't great and there's no noise cancelling or anything like that. Or you bought a pair of high-end consumer headphones which sound fantastic, but then won't allow you to make a call through them. And the problem with that is having to juggle a work headset and a consumer headset for different needs. So the products in this range very much want to cut that down to give you one device that does everything well. So value drivers around the Adapt range is that sound quality, comfort, microphone clarity, but also wireless connectivity are some of the most important criteria there. In this day and age, not everybody wants to be wired or tethered to something. Games consoles all have wireless connections now from controller to device. And again, the top reasons to replace a headset are if it's uncomfortable, if the sound quality is bad, if it's not wireless or portable, if it's something where you've got to wrap up a lead every time you're using it. And then again, if it doesn't sound great when you listen to music, I don't know if any of you have tried to listen to music through a traditional contact sensor headset before, but it generally doesn't sound great because most of them are set up for narrowband audio. I know none of you can see us, but Matt's nodding away next to me. So our Adapt range very much allow users to work their way. It's a series of premium audio devices for people who need to make flawless business calls from anywhere. They're also designed to enhance concentration and stay focused, whether you're using them in a noisy office or a busy airport. So taking a look at the range, we have these are the flagship, the MB660 range. I myself use these personally, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. So these have active noise cancelling built in, which put you in a nice little bubble of calm on public transport if you're not listening to anything. Some of you may notice that the device doesn't actually have a microphone boom on it either. It actually has 3 microphones built into the headset, which use something called beamforming technology to focus on your voice. So any noise outside of where your mouth is, essentially, it doesn't pick up, or it cuts right down, and it just focuses on you. It has multi-point Bluetooth connectivity as well, so it can connect to 2 devices at once, whether that's 2 smartphones or smart devices, a smartphone and the dongle that it ships with for plugging into laptop or desktop. So this is very much a product built for the unified communications user. Next to that, we have the MB360. So it's the MB660's little brother. This is more of a concentration device, although there are still microphones built in for calls. It's a more cost-effective version of the NB660, so it's slightly smaller, and it has a couple of features, it doesn't have a few things that the NB660 does have, such as touch controls built in. This has buttons and sliders for call control, volume up and down, track backwards and forwards, etc. Moving on from there, directly below that, we have the Presence Grey. So that's our small sort of Bluetooth in-ear headset. It ships with a dongle as well. Again, it's multi-point connectivity. There's 3 microphones built into the product focusing on your voice, but we also put a whole load of DSP magic into the headset as well to really cut down on background noise. So for the users who are always on the move, different places all the time, want something small and light to communicate with, maybe spend a lot of time in the car, that's the perfect device. I use one of these in the car as well, and a lot of the time people think, oh, I'm actually at home because they can't hear the road noise and the wind noise and things like that. And then finally, we have our SC100 headset. So I know a lot of you may be on this webinar because you will get an SC165 headset, which is part of the range. So these are wired USB headsets, and they're actually based around one of our consumer products. Sorry, I think we have a question. So I think that's Nick Harvey. Sorry, just bear with me. So the dongle. So we'd always recommend that you have to use the dongle with these devices, solely because we can update the firmware on the dongle for use with other UC clients and their firmware updates and things like that. There's no reason why you couldn't connect the headset to the laptop's native Bluetooth built-in, for instance. The problem is you wouldn't receive firmware updates. You may lose features like call control, volume up and down, track backwards and forwards, etc., things like that. So we would always recommend using the dongle. No worries, thank you, Nick. So the SC100 range are based on the consumer device, and there's some neat little features built in there. So if we just have a look at the SC165, it's a sleek design. The boom arm actually folds up into the headset, so it looks a little more slick. Unlike walking around with a headset with the boom arm folded up. You can actually unplug from the inline remote as well, so you can plug into your device. So whether that's an older iPhone, not the current ones, of course, unless you've got the Lightning adapter, but you can plug into personal devices. The sound quality on these headsets is absolutely fantastic as well. For a headset with an RRP of about £75, I'm sure when you receive your headset, you'll agree, it sounds absolutely fantastic. There's some real tight bass in there, the highs are really crisp. And on calls, voice recreation is really good too. And then they're nice and travel friendly as well. So they fold flat and they come with a nylon bag to put them in. So if you are throwing them into a laptop bag or a rucksack, handbag, etc., the headset will keep nice and not get covered in whatever else is floating around in your bag as well. So headsets having an RJ11 connection. Thanks, Peter, for asking that question. So our range of products in the Impact, the Circle and Sentry products are available as an easy disconnect product, so you can buy the bottom cable depending on the phone that your end users are using. Steve Allen's just asked a question about USB-C. The SC100 range is available in USB-A and USB-C. I hope that answers your questions. Thanks, guys. So moving on to our Expand range. So this is our collaborative tools. So once again, 40% of people primarily use headsets for collaboration calls with co-workers, and 60% of collaboration users use an audio solution daily. Moving on from there, again, sound quality, microphone clarity, compatibility. Yes, Peter, all ranges do have acoustic shock protection built into. That's a massive driver for us as a company. to save on liability, essentially. So moving on to the expand range, these are our speakerphone products. So running quickly through the range, we have the SP10, which is a USB only speakerphone product, and that's available with USB-A. We have our SP20 range, which is USB-A and 3.5mm jack. Moving from there, we have the SP220, which is essentially two SP20s daisy chained together for larger groups. Typically, these three products can have around 6 people around them in a huddle space or meeting room, all talking at once. We've also just released the SP30, which we're actually using to do this call on today. The SP30 is our Bluetooth product. It ships with a dongle, so you can connect it to your laptop, desktop, etc. It also has Bluetooth built in as well, so for connecting to a mobile or multiple mobile devices. But it's also USB-C cable too for charging and connection to a laptop or desktop, and we do ship it with a USB-C to A adapter too, to connect to legacy products, devices which don't yet have USB-C and things like that. It's an absolutely fantastic product. I hope the call quality is great on your end for us using it here. I use one daily, not only for calls, but also for music and things like that, and even watching things like Game of Thrones on Now TV on my laptop. I had to use it recently in an emergency, and probably saved my relationship with my partner. She is Game of Thrones mad. So, how to become a Sennheiser partner? We'd ask you to sign up to our Channel Accelerator program, signing something called a Selective Distribution Agreement. That will get you access to deal reg and project pricing. So, should you choose to invest in a partnership with us and proactively register your opportunity with Sennheiser, we will protect your investment, providing you with additional discount unique to you, so that any quotes coming from a competitor at last minute won't steal your success. Moving on from there, for larger opportunities, if the business makes sense, we'll give you further support, especially if it's an opportunity that we've been involved with and we've had an end user visit. We're here at your service as well. We have an end user team who are more than happy to go out and visit your customers. You can speak to myself or the guys at ProVu as well for product support, ideas of what products are best to use. We have our online compatibility tools as well for yourself to use. It's available on our website, and we have a link for that at the end of this presentation. So you can pop your UC client or model of phone in there, and it will pull up which headset and accessories you need to use. And we have a great pre-sale service too. So we will try and consult the end user on what headsets they need, negotiate, help with installation, any product training, and further support from there. We can send samples and trial units on behalf of you directly to your customer as well. So if they want to see how it works in their environment, because not all customers have the same environment, some of them might be quite unique. We can send a device, see if it works for them. If that one doesn't work, we can send out a different device or a range of devices to make sure that they can test them. And we also have a kit bag available at a special, not for resale rate from ProVu, which contains one of our SE260, so that's from our Circle range, with an easy disconnect cable. So all you'd have to do is buy the bottom cable to test with desk phones, a DW Pro DECT headset, and an NB Pro Bluetooth headset as well. So Sennheiser authorised distributors such as ProVu only send to authorised resellers, which you'll be able to sign in an SDA agreement. It's called our selected distribution system. ProVu, at your request, will send out an invite to become a selected distribution partner, and they'll manage that for you. And it allows you to be one of the few with Sennheiser. So it's a selective partnership and there's less competition out there. It means that end users more interested in buying Sennheiser are more likely to contact you. It's more profit through better margins. You can ask the guys at ProVu that. They sell other brands too. It's more focus for you from us as well. Once we've hit a certain amount of partnerships, we won't be asking anyone else to sign up as a Sennheiser reseller. So we're in the recruitment stage at the moment, but it won't be long before recruitment ends. Also, by coming on board as a partner, you'll be agreeing not to sell on trade marketing platforms like eBay or Amazon Trade. So customers can't just easily go on the web and compare a price. That's absolutely rock bottom. If you do trade through eBay or products bought, through eBay or Amazon, the warranty won't be valid if purchased through those platforms, and we like to make that clear. As we've already gone through, it's a premium, high value and competitive portfolio. And it's a partnership, so there are some things that we require in return from yourselves. So ProVu will be your main point of contact. I'll let Matt take over from here for this slide.
That's brilliant. Thanks so much for that. Just to cover this slide. So obviously, as Andy's just mentioned there, ProVu would be your main point of contact. Obviously, if you're wanting to sign up to become a Sennheiser partner, we just send across the application form for you. You fill that out, and we'll then, we'll apply that to your account so that you can get access to the discounted pricing that you get for the headsets. Any requirements that you have for Sennheiser, we're here to help. We do have quite a few options on our website as well, including a headset compatibility chart. So you can view the Sennheiser headsets, view the ranges of phones that we distribute, and it'll tell you which bottom cable you'll need for like easy disconnect headsets, and any other relevant cables. Things like warranty. So if you have any issues with any of the Sennheiser headsets, they do offer no quibble warranty. So if there's a problem, you can send the headset back to us. We'll get that shipped to Sennheiser, and we will get an advanced replacement sent out for you. So obviously you've not got too much downtime. If there is for whatever reason. Any technical assistance that you need with any of the headsets. So if you bought one and you can't get it to work with the phone, our technical support team is available to speak to if you need any assistance with it. And that's quite about that.
Cool, thank you, Matt. We're quite ambitious as a company, and we need to see year-on-year growth from yourselves, because one of our business objectives is to get to 20% market share in 2019, followed by 30% over the next 3 to 5 years. So as discussed, your business will need to be committed to our selective distribution system and accept our trading terms. You won't need to commit to a target, but you can benefit from support from both ProVu and directly with Sennheiser. We will require your attendance on regular training webinars and product updates to make sure you're fully invested in the latest and greatest Sennheiser products, and that'll be with myself through ProVu. And we'll do regular quarterly reviews as well with your ProVu account manager. So someone's asked, what are the main advantages of becoming a registered Sennheiser reseller, even though they can buy Sennheiser products from ProVu already? One of the advantages is you'll be able to get deal registration and price support. So although you can already buy products through ProVu, for larger opportunities, you wouldn't be able to deal reg or price support them and get better pricing and essentially make more margin or protect pricing against any of our competitors. I hope that answers your question. And then there's a second question. So warranty period, depending on the headset, is either 2 or 3 years, and the warranty is with ourselves. End users can claim a warranty through ourselves, which typically takes around 10 days. However, Matt, you might have to correct me here, they can claim a warranty replacement, or you can claim on behalf of your customer, and ProVu will send out the replacement unit, and then ProVu will claim the unit back from us, which is generally a quick way of doing it. Matt's nodding his head and giving me the thumbs up, so I'm correct there. So some essentials. Once you signed up as a Sennheiser reseller, we'd like you to log on to the Blue Space portal. There you can find out more information and also register opportunities for deal reg and price support. And there's a link to our compatibility tool as well. So a question's been asked, do we have any headset refresh schemes for customers with existing headsets? That entirely depends, to be completely honest. It depends if they've already got our headsets, how old they are, how big the opportunity is for replacing and things like that. It's certainly a conversation that we can have, and it's a conversation that you could have with our end user sales team, absolutely. But it's definitely something that we'd look at. Thank you. I hope that answers your question.
For the pricing there, just for the question that's come in. So obviously, yeah, if you become a Sennheiser registered partner, because that obviously does, give you access to discounted pricing, that will be applied onto your account, which will also reflect on process as well. So you will be able to log in online and see what your buy price would be. Hope that answers that question.
Thank you, Matt. Sorry, just to recap, we have a premium product and service at a competitive price. This is a new revenue stream in a growing market. For those of you who are invested in selling unified communications, you'll know that the market's growing about 8 to 10% year on year. We're here to work in partnership with you and support your business as well. We'll also be announcing some regular quarterly promotions through ProVu. So this will just be for ProVu resellers, and we'll maybe set a target for some of you. And if you hit that target, you can claim a free product, such as an MV660, which honestly is a really nice product, or an SP30, or maybe even something like Red Letter Day vouchers, or Love to Shop vouchers, or something like that. And there's a call to action for you as well, to claim your free SC165 USB-A headset. So for new resellers who aren't signed up to a Sennheiser SDA agreement, all you have to do is sign one of those. ProVu will send an invitation out to you. Existing resellers can place a Sennheiser order within 1 month of this webinar, and we'll send you out the SC165 as well.